Good morning, students. Let us start the new topic of Indian economic development, poverty. So, what is poverty? Let us discuss. Basically, poverty does not have any standard definition. The meaning of poverty is different for different countries. In India, the basic definition of poverty is a person who is not able to, or a poor people is a person who is not able to fulfill his or her basic needs. So, poverty can be defined in India as a situation in which a person is not able to fulfill the basic needs of life, that is, food, clothing, shelter. The meaning of poverty may be different for different countries. For developed countries or rich countries in which basic needs are already fulfilled, the meaning of poverty may be different. They may have a certain income limit below which a person is considered as poor. And incidence of poverty is also different in different countries. Normally, African and Asian countries have high incidence of poverty, and normally European countries and America has low incidence of poverty. So they don't have these type of concepts. So concept of poverty may be different in these countries. Now, who are poor people? In India, what we understand by the poor people in rural areas, that means villages, normally find that the poor people are landless laborers. They are small farmers, either having no land or very small piece of land. Then agricultural laborers or casual laborers who are working on somebody else's land and being paid for that work. Rural artisans making some work like pottery, embroidery, basket making, these type of work. And tribal peoples, they have high incidence of poverty. And disabled people, that means physically disabled people, are also normally poor, because we find that disabled people are normally not having any type of job because of lack of education, lack of training, and even after government providing certain facilities for them, they are not getting jobs. In cities, what we find about poor people is that they are normally daily wage workers who are working in any construction site. They can be working as domestic servant, they can be a rickshaw puller or street cobblers working on streets or pulling carts on the streets. So they have the families. Normally they are not able to fulfill the need of the families. The number of people in the family is large, the level of education is low, and the level of health or nutritional level is also low, so they need more medical help. So basically we can define poverty as a situation in which a person is unable to secure even his basic requirements. And what are the basic requirements? Food, clothing, housing, education, drinking water, sanitation and healthcare facilities. So in India, these are the things which are categorized for a poor person. Now, classification or broad groups to explain poverty. Chronic poor. Who are chronic poor? Chronic refers to a situation which is very old. Chronic means old. So when we say about chronic disease, it is an old disease. And chronic people or chronic poor people are those people who are always poor or they are usually poor. For example, the casual workers or the laborers, they remain always poor because one generation is poor. Because of that, the people are not able to educate their children, and later their children are also doing some odd jobs and they also remain poor. Like this, generation after generation, these people remain poor. So these people are called chronic poor. Next is transient poor. These are the poor people who move from poverty. Sometimes they become poor, sometimes they come out of poverty. For example, farmers. Sometimes when their crops are good and when they are able to sell the crops at better price, they come out of the poverty. And in some year when the monsoons are not regular, when the crops are not good, when they are not able to have good price for their crops, they become poor. And third category is non-poor. Non-poor people are never poor. That means people who are at the higher side of the society. They can be landlords or moneylenders in villages. They can be rich industrialists or businessmen in cities. They are never poor. So they are non-poor people. Now, measures of poverty. How can we measure poverty? There are basically two measures of poverty, relative poverty and absolute poverty. Now, what is relative poverty? Relative poverty is poverty in comparison to other people. So, in India, the people who are above the poverty line, they can be relatively poor when they compare themselves with other people of other countries. So we may be above the poverty line in India, but it may happen that according to category of or categorization of poverty in America, most of the Indian people will be poor. So relative poverty is the poverty in comparison to other people or other nations, people of other regions. So relative poverty exists in every country as there is unequal distribution of income within the country. Now we can say that people in Punjab are rich compared to people in Bihar, or we can say people in Bihar are relatively poor as compared to people of Punjab. So even if the people in Bihar, many people may be above the poverty line, but comparatively people in Bihar are poor as compared to average person of Punjab. So in India also different states have different average per capita income, and on the basis of per capita income also we can compare different countries or even different states. So we can say that India is relatively poor than America, Russia or China, and we can say that Nepal is relatively poor than India. So we can compare between the poor countries also, like India or Nepal or Bhutan. So Bhutan, Nepal are relatively poor compared to India, and India is relatively poor compared to China. Then China is relatively poor compared to America. Then absolute poverty. Now absolute poverty is a situation or refers to total number of people living below poverty line. So poverty line is an absolute indicator of poverty. So different countries have different category or different classification of or measure of poverty line according to that particular poverty line. Some people are above the poverty line, some people are below the poverty line, and they are considered as poor or non-poor in absolute terms. So in India we have a certain definition of poverty line, and people who are above that definition or measure, they are not poor. People who fall below that poverty line are considered as poor. And now let us discuss what is poverty line. The poverty line is a cutoff point on the line of distribution. Now this poverty line divides rich and poor. On the basis of poverty line we can determine who is rich or who is not rich. That means who is poor, who is not poor. So in India, there is a different poverty line. For World Bank, that is a different poverty line. According to World Bank, $1 earned per day by a person is considered to be the measure of poverty line. But in India, it is different. Now, what are the measures of poverty line in India? You may be knowing because we have discussed these things in class 9 also. The calorie requirement. On the basis of calorie requirement, poverty line is defined that if a person is living in a rural area, the person should have at least 2400 calories per day, and if the person is living in urban areas, that means cities, person should have at least 2100 calories per day. Then on the basis of monetary expenditure, that means per day expenditure. So this has been another measure of poverty. Now According to this, poverty line is defined in 2013, July 2013. We will go with the latest one. There are different measures of poverty. According to July 2013, the Planning Commission defined the poverty line, and according to this now, people who spend less than rupees 27.20 per day, that means rupees 816 in a month in rural areas, and 33.33 per day in urban areas, that means rupees 1000 in a month in cities or urban area. So rupees 1000 for urban area, rupees 816 per person per month in rural areas. They are considered as people below poverty line. Now, measurement of absolute poverty. As we discussed, poverty line defines absolute poverty on the basis of consumption or on the basis of expenditure. We can define poverty, and poverty line can be determined. So this poverty line has been determined by Planning Commission in India. Now this is called Niti Aayog, and NSSO in India provides the data regarding the per capita monthly expenditure or per capita calorie requirements. So on the basis of these data, the Planning Commission has determined poverty line in India. Now, redefining poverty line, the Planning Commission constituted an expert group under chairmanship of C. Rangarajan in 2012. This is very famous Rangarajan committee, and it has reviewed the methodology of measurement of poverty, and it has defined that it is now rupees 816 for rural area, and this is 1000 rupees in urban area. It was again revised. It was revised in 2011-12. It has now become 1972 rupees in urban rural areas and rupees 1407 per capita per month in urban areas. Now, estimates of poverty in India, that means what is the data of poverty in India. So there has been different data for poverty in urban area as well as rural area. We all know that the more number of population lives in villages, that is rural area, and along with it the poverty ratio would be higher in rural areas compared to urban areas, because there are some chances or opportunities of employment in urban areas, due to which poverty is lesser in urban area. So these are some of the data provided to us by the Planning Commission from 93-94 to 2011-12. So we will go with the latest data 2011-12. So last census took place in India in 2011-12. In rural areas, the percentage of poverty is 25.7%. In urban areas, it is 13.7%. And total percentage of poor people in India in 2011-12 is 21.9%. So this is the latest, and population 269.8 million people. That means around 27 crore people in India are poor or below the poverty line. So there has been changes. You can see these changes between 93-94 to 2011-12. Now all these things have been done by Planning Commission, and the data is provided by National Sample Survey Organization. Beside all these estimates, the percentage of poor people or people below the poverty line has declined. We will observe that it has declined from 37.2% in 2004 to 29.8% in 2019, and further in 2011-12. In the last census, we observed that in India the poverty is 21.9%. So in absolute numbers also, number of poor people has fallen. It was 52.4 million people now, and that means out of that 48.1 billion people are poor and 4.3 million people are in urban areas. The poverty declined on an average by 1.5% per year. So between 2004-5 to 2011-12, this has been observed. Main trends and dimensions of poverty in India. Now, number of and percentage of poor people in India. As we discussed in 2093-94, the poverty in India was 45.3% and it has come down to 21.9% in 11-12. So we can say that there has been significant improvement in poverty or eradication of poverty in India. Imagine in 93-94 it was 45%. Today it is around 22%. So we have decreased or declined the poverty by half or more than half. So though poverty ratio declined, number of poor people has remained stable at around 40 crores. Because of rise in population, what has happened, that number of poor people have remained the same between 93-94 and 2004-5. So although percentage of poor people declined, but the number of poor people remain the same. So this has been the percentage change, but no change in number of poor people. But between this period to 2011-12 or 2004-5 to 11-12, it has been observed that the number of poor people declined, and it declined to 35 crores in 2019. That means in the next 5 years, around 5 crores poor people were reduced, and further reduced to around 26.9 crores, that is around 27 crores in 2011-12. So number of poor people have declined by around 13 crores in this period, and we further believe that the number of poor people have further declined in the last 9-10 years. Now, comparison of poverty in rural and urban areas. What has been the situation in rural areas and urban areas? Now, in rural areas, as we discussed, the poverty has been higher. In 2004-5, it was 41.8%, and in 2011-12, in the rural areas, poverty have come down to 25.7%. In urban area, urban poverty ratio declined from 25.7% in 2004-5 to 13.7%. So in cities, we can say that around 13 to 14% people are below the poverty line, and in villages, around 25% people are below the poverty line. Now, it has been seen that number of poor people has declined in rural areas, although the percentage out of total is higher, but in numbers it was found that in urban areas the number of poor people have increased. Now, what has been the reason behind increase in number of poor people? The reasons are increase in share of urban population in India's total population. Earlier in this period or before 2000, it was that the most of the people in India were living in villages. But due to urbanization, what has happened, that now number of people living in cities and urban areas have increased, because many villages have now also come under urban area. And second reason is migration of people from rural areas to urban areas, due to which poverty has increased in urban areas. And poverty in urban area is due to rural poverty, because the rural people or people from villages are migrating to the cities, and number of poor people are increasing in the cities. And if we see the sectors, we will observe that people who are related to farm sector, that means primary sector, are more poor, and people who are related to service oriented sector have less poverty. As we see that service sector has more contribution to the GDP, and the people employed in service sector is less. So people are earning more in the service sector, they have less poverty. Now, interstate comparison. If we compare the states in India and which state have how much poverty, we will observe that the states like Odisha, Bihar, and even UP, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, these are most of the poor people or poor states of India. Around 32.6% population in Odisha is poor. About 33.7% in Bihar, 29% in UP, 31% in Madhya Pradesh. They are below the poverty line. So out of the total national average of 21.9%, these are the states in which the percentage of poor people is above the average. So more number of people are poor in these states. Even in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Arunachal Pradesh, the percentage of poor people is 30 between 30 to 40%. So same is the situation of Jharkhand also, which has around 30% poor people. But some states like Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, these are the states in which poverty has been lesser. So in Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, the percentage of poor people is less than 10% of their total population. So these states could be said to be less poor, although they are not out of poverty, because even some percentage of people are below the poverty line. Now, why is poverty a big challenge in India? It is a big challenge in India because nearly 1/3 of the world's poor people live in India. So you can imagine, out of total poor people in the world, 1/3 are living in India. So these are some estimates of poverty in India. Now, causes of poverty in India. This is the topic that we will discuss in the next class. So you go through the topics that we have discussed today. Thank you.